After high school, I plan to attend Morehead State University for business and a major or minor in Spanish.
I will be attending West Virginia Wesleyan, and I will be majoring in nursing.
My plans after high school are to attend Morehead State University and major in nursing.
I plan to attend Eastern Kentucky University on a 4-year National ROTC scholarship and study Homeland Security and Psychology.
I'm going to Morehead State and I'm going to major in biomedical science with a focus in pre-med.
I plan to attend ACTC to become a nurse, and then after that, just get a family and have fun.
I plan to attend Morehead State University and major in biomedical science.
So go to ACTC and to work with somewhere in like computer engineering, like, be like a cartoonist or whatever on the side, I guess, something like that.
Well, I plan on going to Lexington and staying there for a while and going to a cosmetology school.
I plan to take a little bit of break and maybe get a job to work a little bit and save some money, so I'd have a little bit more to go on to Morehead.
After high school, I'm going to go to Morehead State University and major in nursing.
I want to get a job over the summer so I can support myself. I'm going to ACTC so I can get an associate's degree and a bachelor's degree in medical nursing science, so I can become a nurse when I get out of college.
My plans are to go to culinary school and become the restaurateur that Louisa needs.
I plan on going straight on to college, EKU for criminal justice, and then either law school or going into a police academy.
I have to get a job after I graduate because I got to save up some money to go to Western Kentucky University, move out there.
Plans after high school is go to ACTC, get my RNs, and then transfer to OU Southern, get my BSNs, and then hopefully stay around here and be a nurse anesthetist.
My plans after high school are to go to Morehead. Next spring, hopefully, I'll be admitted into the nursing program. So I'm very excited about that.
My plans after high school are to attend Eastern Kentucky University and major in forensic science.
After high school, I will be attending EKU, and I'm not sure what I'm studying yet.
I plan on starting out at attending Morehead State, and I'm going to major in hopefully psychology and business, and then end at Liberty University.
After high school, I plan to go to Morehead State University. I actually just figured out today that I won the Diedrich Scholarship, so that's going to pay for most of my school there, which is very exciting. I plan to go into the computer science field and major in their networking and security. And from there, I plan to either bring those skills back here, maybe work for some business or start some type of business, something of that nature.
Well, I plan on going to Morehead State University in the fall this year, and I'm majoring in music education.
My favorite moment from senior year, it'd probably be the trip, if you could even pick one. There were a ton, even on just that couple days we were there. But as for high school, probably honestly homecoming days. The atmosphere was amazing. It's the best I felt at this school, and it's pretty nice to win too.
My favorite memory from senior year is definitely prom night because I got to spend time with my friends and we had a blast.
My favorite moment and memory kind of would be winning homecoming 2 years in a row, even though we thought we were going to get fourth both years because, we're not very good at stuff. But that is definitely a very good memory to take with me.
My favorite moment from my high school career would probably be my junior year being called up on stage at the Kentucky Youth Association Conference in Louisville, Kentucky.
Going bowling after prom last year.
Probably football. Just that last football game, it was also my favorite and my saddest, so yeah.
I definitely have to say my favorite memory is the CCR race trip. The first one, it was just so much fun. I love being with all my friends and getting to have that experience.
Probably working on like the last few films for film studies or like the senior trip.
I love going to the basketball games, and especially for band, little pep band games. They're so fun because I love watching the basketball. It's just fun.
If I were to pick one, I couldn't really, to be honest, because I've had so many memorable moments, had a lot of fun with a lot of my friends, lots of great and very fun, very nice teachers too.
I think my favorite memory from high school is sophomore year in our English class with Miss Smith. We had a Poe video, which we did around October, and me and my friends got together and we made a group and we reenacted The Raven, and it was just funny seeing one of our closest friends dress up, and it was just super fun.
My favorite memory that I've made over the past 4 years has been on senior trip when me and about 10 other of my friends, we were just sitting there, we were having a good time, and we were just talking.
Probably being the drum major, because I was the first one out of several decades that we had one, and by being the Lawrence County High School drum major, it has given me the responsibility and loyalty I need to go to culinary school.
I'm going to have to say KY, specifically last year. It's just a good year. My first bill by myself is good.
Sophomore year was my favorite. I made a lot of friends that year that I'll always be grateful for.
Oh, there's a lot of them. As far as favorite moments, I would have to go with probably playing in the state Sweet 16. That was pretty fun, and hanging out with all my basketball friends, at the end. So that was a very good experience.
There's a lot of favorite moments, but I have to say my absolute favorite would probably be homecoming junior year, when we didn't actually think we had to end us to win, but in the end we did, and then all the juniors our whole class got excited. It wasn't even just the people that participated, it was the whole class. We were all so excited. That was my favorite part.
My favorite moment from senior year was probably my senior night for volleyball.
Favorite memory from senior year was staying up all night and studying for my college algebra final, and I ended up passing it.
I have a ton. Probably this year's senior trip was a blast for me, but for high school, probably just all the time at soccer camp, trying to get through that, and just homecoming.
My favorite memory would have to be playing football with my brother my sophomore year. I was fortunate enough to start on the offensive line along with my brother my sophomore football season, and I played with him and many of his friends that are naturally my friends, and it was a really great experience to be able to start alongside him. It was really awesome.
My favorite memory from high school was probably from this year when I got to participate in All-State Choir, because that was a really big honor for me, and I'm really glad that I got to go and experience it my last year.
Leaving high school, and besides just the freedom of the sleep, that's always my favorite part of leaving high school for the summer, but honestly, it's just the new chapter you're starting, and knowing that for the first time since really you were a freshman, the summer before freshman year, you can really craft who you are again and what you want to be.
I'm excited to go play college ball and meet new friends and get far away from home.
I'm really excited to go out, meet some new people, make some new friends, new memories and everything, kind of get away from the routine we have here.
What I'm most excited about after high school is leaving the area, going off to college, meeting new people, new experiences, seeing what life is like not around here, living on my own, and just living the college and military life.
Freedom.
Not having to wake up at 7:30 in the morning.
I'm definitely excited to room with my best friend Natalie. We're rooming together at Moorhead, and I think that'll be a lot of fun.
Trying something new.
I'm just excited to do new things and see new people and just kind of leave Louisa.
Having more time for myself, doing what I want to do, preparing for what I need to prepare for, preparing for the life ahead of me.
I think what I'm most excited about leaving high school for is seeing where all of my classmates end up. A lot of them have such different personalities. I know they have a lot of potential, and just seeing where they go, the careers that they go into, and how they develop as a person. I feel like coming back later, that'll be really exciting to see and find out.
I'm most excited about having freedom, so I can go out and do my own things and won't be tied down for 8 hours a day.
The new relationships that I will build, because even though I'll miss the people here, building the new relationships will open a whole new opportunity for me.
I'm going to have to say just getting out in the world and seeing new things.
Getting out into the real world.
Being on my own, not having to come home to anyone, actually. Getting to kind of get a feel of the real world by myself. Actually make my own decisions completely.
Definitely the freedom and the experience of getting out of Louisa. I've not actually done much, so getting out is going to be a good thing for me probably. I'm probably going to love college, and I can't wait for it.
I'm most excited to meet new people because I've been seeing the same people for about 4 years now.
Girls.
I think I'm most excited on starting a new chapter, trying to make a career of myself and meet new people and stuff like that.
Leaving high school, I definitely am most excited to become a part of the adult world and get different types of freedoms and responsibilities as that you have once you become an adult. I'm really eager to tackle that challenge, and then it's really scary, but at the same time I'm ready for it.
I'm excited to meet new people and experience more diversity than this area has to offer.
I'm going to miss everybody and everything. There's really not one thing you can pick out that's what you're going to miss the most.
I'll miss my friends and playing high school softball and being together with my whole class, and especially homecoming. Homecoming's a blast.
I'll definitely miss my high school friends, and I'll miss the familiarity of being home all the time and just being able to hang out with the people I'm really close to.
What I miss most about high school is the friends that I'm going to leave when I leave the area. Some of my friends are going off to the Mills Harry, some that are going to different areas. Just hanging out with my friends on the weekends.
Knowing everybody's names and having teachers that I tell my whole life to.
Seeing my friends every day.
I'll definitely miss coming to school and knowing all the people, because obviously you'll make friends in college, but you won't know everyone like you do here.
I'd say the friends I have.
I miss just doing it every day and being comfortable somewhere, and just doing something that you do every day. It's just gonna be weird not doing it.
Hanging out with my friends, all my teachers, doing all the fun little projects that we get to do in arts, especially memorable, and everyone.
What I miss most about high school is the faculty that is Lawrence County High School. I feel like they support you so much and they're there for you with everything that you need or go through in life, and just not being around that support system every day is probably going to be one of the roughest adjustments.
The people and interactions, people say that it flies by, and while you're doing it, it never really occurs to you how quickly it's all going by. But when you get to this point in your high school life, you realize that it's all gone. But it's a good time.
Seeing everybody every day.
The family, the structure, the schedule.
Definitely my friends. I mean, that's hands down. We're all splitting up.
Being able to see my friends every day. I've got so used for the past, not even just high school, for the past 12 years, I've got so used to coming to school and seeing everybody. And there's been summer, there was a break, but then coming back was like, oh, I love all these people. I've missed them so much. So seeing them every day and not being able to, that's gonna be hard.
I'll probably miss homecoming and stuff when we were all together.
Breakfast for lunch.
I think I'm gonna miss just my hometown and all the friends that I've had for years now, just the security I have here.
Definitely leaving high school, the thing I'm gonna miss the most is my friends. All the faces that I see around school every day. It's really kind of sad that I'm not gonna get to see everyone that I've seen every day since high school started. I'm not gonna get to see them really as much anymore. I mean, there's still going to be certain people that I keep real close relationships with, and that's awesome. It's real important to me. But most people, it's going to be hard to keep in contact with, and that's kind of sad, I guess.
What I will miss most about being a senior is the feeling of family that I get with my other classmates, because we all know that we're getting ready to separate and live our lives, and so everyone's feeling really close this year. I'm gonna miss that.
There's a whole list that I can shout out. I want to give thanks to God and for pulling me through all the years I've been through. I'd like to thank my parents. They've never let me fall. And Chico Prince, because he's amazing.
Shout out to Chico for being the man.
I would like to thank Pamela Pereira for being my favorite teacher at this whole high school, because she isn't afraid to push people, but she's also nice and caring while doing it.
I would like to thank Mr. David Prince. He's always keeping a smile on people's faces. He's always giving people a hard time, but he really knows people's boundaries and what they're capable of. And I'd also like to thank two of the ROTC instructors that I had. First Sergeant Bill Richards for making me know my potential, and Sergeant Runyon for pushing my potential once he found that I was failing in some places.
I would like to thank not only God, but Jesus.
Yeah, I want to thank my parents for keeping me in school and not doing drugs. And I want to thank all my teachers and coaches, and I want to thank Jacob Laney for being an amazing person.
I would definitely like to give a shout out to Miss Adams and Miss Chafin. They've done so much for me throughout my 4 years, and they're just two amazing ladies.
My mom and dad for pushing me to do good in high school.
I would like to thank Alda, music teacher, Mr. Smith and Mr. Farrell, and I would also like to thank Miss Schutzberg because they're all my favorites and they do so good and love them.
I'd like to thank all of my teachers that have had me, and I want to thank them all for giving me such a great opportunity for learning and educating me throughout high school.
I'd like to thank Miss Case. Over the last 4 years, she's really been there for me. She's been a great teacher, but also a great friend. She's someone I look up to a lot in life, and I'm glad that she was with me throughout my high school journey.
I would like to thank Mr. Chico Prince for putting up with me this year and last year at KYA. He's a great man.
I'm going to have to say probably Braxton for putting up with me for the last 18 years.
I would like to thank Douglas Farrell and Scott Smith for being my music teachers, because without them I wouldn't have grown in music. They've taught me everything, and all of us band members, they've taught us everything. And they've really taught me to be myself, and when all else words fails, music will be the words that speak.
Coach Salyers, because he's one of the best teachers well, he's not the best teacher, but he's my favorite teacher, even though he likes to brag about it.
My friends Ethan Fitch, Weston Harden, Shane Skeens, Jake Blaney, and Daniel Cantrell. Those have been people there for me all the time, so that's why I'm shouting them out.
I'd like to give a shout out to Miss Huff. She's been with me all 4 years in high school, and I don't know, she's been there for me through a lot. Shout out to Miss Smith. She's been one of my best friends this year. Love you, Miss Smith. I'd like to give a shout out to Dr. Kendrick. He has been amazing. I've job shadowed him for the past 2 years. He has taught me so much over at the hospital. Shout out to Mary Adams. She's helped me through a lot. Even though she gets frustrated, she's helped me through a lot. And I'd like to give a shout out to everybody in my senior class. It's been fun.
My ROTC instructor, Sergeant Runyon, he's helped me a lot throughout the year.
Shout out to my mom and my dad. They helped me out a lot. And shout out to Miss Breer, best teacher I've ever had.
Probably just like all my close friends. They know who they are, and my teachers. They've been my rock for the past 4 years. So,
if I had to give a shout out to anyone, it'd have to be my brother. He's definitely influenced me the most throughout my life. He's always been there for me. We can kind of relate because we're close to the same age, and he definitely has molded me into what I am today as far as personality wise. He's taught me to be outgoing, taught me to walk a fine line, and I really need to thank him for that. So I guess I'll do that. Thank you, Josh. And I definitely got to put a big old shout out to my boys, Jeff Huxtable, Jacob Laney, and Braden Robinson. Those are definitely some of my closest pals in high school, and we really grown a bond throughout these past 4 years.
I would like to give a big thank you to Mr. Farrell, the choir teacher here at the school. Because without him, I would have never been where I am now. I probably wouldn't be a music education major at all. He really showed me that this is what I want to do, and he has believed in me when I didn't believe in myself.
Stay strong. Don't start missing days, because I did and I wasn't known for that. Don't let your grades slip, and there's going to be drama, so just stick through it, because you got one last year.
Cherish every moment you have in high school and with each other, because before you know it, it's all gone.
Advice for future seniors is don't think that senior year is going to be the easiest year that you have, because it's not. And you definitely got to push yourself to do better, even if you think you're doing your best.
Don't quit the first semester, because it'll make the end of your second semester very difficult.
Don't procrastinate.
Don't procrastinate. It sucks.
I definitely have to say, at times it can be hard to see the end goal, because especially when you're a senior and you've got those 4 weeks left, it just drags on. But you have to keep pushing through, you have to keep doing your work as bad as it sucks, but you just have to keep going.
Your GPA matters.
To get your work done on time, because when you don't, you're gonna get mad at yourself. And if you procrastinate, that's not good, because I procrastinate all the time. I do a research paper and I didn't even know that. But I think just keep going and you'll be done soon, so just enjoy it.
Future seniors, they should generally be the ones to look up to, and they should be a good sport, and they should play nice with everyone else in general.
I know this is really generic, but probably the piece of advice that I'd give to future high school seniors is really to just cherish every moment. I know that that everyone says it goes so fast, but honestly, it really does. I cannot believe this year's about to come to a close.
My advice would be to enjoy it while it lasts. Make the most of all you can. Do well in class so you don't shoot yourself in the foot, so to say, later in life. But have fun.
Plan it out, don't stress, and enjoy the moment.
Make the most of it. Don't waste time, because there ain't a whole lot of it.
Enjoy it while it lasts. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Yes, I do have advice. As far as what to do, freshman year, you want to get started and you want to get all your classes out as quick as you can, so that when you get to be a senior, you can have multiple electives, very, very many electives. And actually work hard, unlike me.
People say that you're not going to miss high school, and I probably actually won't miss the class part about it. I actually didn't think it through, and when they say high school, they don't just mean the classes. They mean the people in it, and I'm going to miss the people in my high school, the teachers too. It's not just been the students. I've made friends everywhere.
My advice for future seniors is not to take an easy schedule, because it's easier to take the harder schedule and get everything done with, so that way you'll be prepared for college.
Advice for future seniors is try to get into something, like play a sport or join a club or something. It's not fun, just not do anything.
I would say, just live it up, have the best time you can, don't be scared, just be who you are and make it count.
If I had to give any advice to a senior that's coming up, or even anyone in general that's coming to high school, it's definitely to not procrastinate. I know that firsthand. Listen, you can go from being like at the top, like everything's, all your classes are in line and you're always on time doing your work, but if you just, for 1 second, you let it slip up, you just, everything's gonna start being late, and you're struggling to get stuff done. Like, right now I have a 6-page paper that's due at midnight that I probably should be doing right now, but instead we're working this interview. But yeah, so just don't procrastinate. Just get your stuff done when you need to get it done.
My advice for future seniors would be to make as many memories as possible with your friends, because after you graduate, you never know where anybody could end up. You never know when you're going to be able to see them again. And so, as long as we're in high school, you know that you can count on seeing them every day.
All NLC.